Yo, what's going on? So before we get into the video, I just want to let you know that most of this video is just me going through my bank, well, through the herb tab specifically. So if you don't care to watch through all that, then just skip to some random point in the middle of the video if you just want to see what I have. It has been a very long time since I've trained Herblore. And I was looking through my past videos, and apparently it's been something like 9 months since I've gone out of my way to train Herblore. I have been cleaning all the herbs I've been getting from farm runs, but beyond that, I have pretty much like, I guess, 9 months worth of herbs saved up in the bank. So I will be showing you all that today. I'll be going through the herb tab, and I guess doing like a little mini bank video, I guess you could call it, but just of the herb tab really. I want to show you what we got and what the plan is going to be for training Herblore and how we'll get each of the secondaries and just stuff like that, because Herblore is the low skill by far on the account and we really have to get that up. First things first though, I think it has been like a month or so since I've checked the kingdom, and I believe you get about 5.8k herb XP banked per day with the kingdom, assuming you have 10 workers on there. I've been keeping the favor up every 3 days or so, so it should be relatively close to the max amount of stuff we should get in terms of herbs. All right, let's double check and make sure that we have the resources in the right area. So we'll check the allocation. So it's all in the herbs, and the rest, I'm gonna keep it in coal. It is most efficient to have it in mahogany for construction, but I don't think I really plan on going for ranks, and I'll probably never be training construction ever again. It's just not part of my goals, but I probably will need coal at some point, even though coal is really easy to get, just buying it at Blast Furnace, but we're just gonna go with this. And we got 2.3 mil left in there, so it's plenty of coins left in there for the future. Let's go ahead. Is that Pikachu? Hello. Let's go collect. Look at all that. That's freaking beautiful. 8.2k coal as well. All the herbs, in case you don't know what they are, just right click them really fast for you. But yeah, I think that's really all the herbs we had hiding wherever in the game. So let's go to the bank, and we're going to go ahead and do the reveal of the bank now. And what better place to show the Herblore tab than at the farming guild? So we're gonna go over there. As you can see, I have my my Fashionscape Herblore training outfit on, except for the weapon. I'll probably change that. So I have shown my herb tab in the past, even in recent videos as well. But like I was saying before, I haven't actively gone through it and given an in-depth explanation of how I'm going to train with each herb and how I'm going to get each secondary and what exactly I have. So there's a chance you may have seen it in the past. And keep in mind, I'm really bad at organizing banks, or at least like taking the time to organize banks. I never really tried to keep a clean bank, whether it's on this account or any other account. So keep that in mind. But I did try to make this tab clean for you and for me as well. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into it and let's show you what we got here. So this is the herb tab. I'm sorry if you're from a different country and you pronounce it herb. I don't mean to be annoying, it's just how it's pronounced in my country. Now, how I have this tab laid out is I have the grimy herbs on top with the corresponding clean herbs beneath that, and then beneath that I have the secondary that's corresponding to the type of herb for the potions. And then at the bottom of the bank tab, I have all the potions here, which are very unorganized. I didn't really spend any time at all. I kind of have them like 4, 3, 2, 1 in order, sort of. I don't even have all 4 of each type. I tried to condense a lot of them in the past, but some of the ones I use a lot, like the prayer potions, for example, I don't see a point to condensing them with what's his name, Bob Barter at the GE. I don't see a point to like condensing the 1 dose prayer potions when I'm going to just have, you know, more 1, 2, and 3 doses in the future. So I just let those be. I'll just put those over there. But let's start from the top here, starting with the Guams. So I most likely will end up making regular attack potions because the secondaries are really easy to get. Use Eyes of Newt, which are very easy to get in bulk. You can buy the packs of Noted 100 at a time. And regular attack potions do give 25 XP each, but I think in general you're able to make between 2 and 2.5k potions per hour of really like any type. So that's still over 50k XP per hour. And with Herblore, especially as an Iron Man, you got to utilize all the XP that you can get out of what you have because it's just such a slow skill to collect the supplies for. Moving on to the Marintils, I don't think I'll ever end up using those. Obviously I'm going to clean them and clean all these in the bank. But I guess I'll just have them in the future for bones at the Gilded Altar in the house. But I won't be using them to make anti-poisons or whatever. With the Terramins, I will be making regular strength potions because as you can see, we have over 10,000 Limpet roots and not even close to enough Quarms. So I will be prioritizing making the super strength potions with the Quarms, but with the leftover Limpet roots, I will be making the strength potions with that. And then I guess with whatever leftover Terramins I have, I'll be making the Serum 207s. They recently made a quality of life thing, I believe, where it makes them automatically, because before you have to make the Serum 207s by hand where you use like, you know, click, 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 back and forth. With the limperts though, I have been trying to plant as many limpert seeds as possible. I stopped doing the runs for a bit, and I accumulated a couple hundred limpert seeds, and then I realized I need a lot more limpert roots, so I planted as many as I could, and now we're pretty much out of limpert seeds once again. But luckily we are kind of now to the point where we have almost enough limperts balanced with the quarms and the termins that we have. Now, hairlanders are a very interesting herb, and that's because even though they're such a low level herb, they're actually still pretty useful at my level. I need about 6.7k hairlanders in total to match up to the swamp tar I have, because you use 15 swamp tar for every hairlander that you have. So I do still need a couple thousand hairlanders to match up. I haven't been planting hairlanders because I'd rather prioritize the high level seeds. I have like over 100 hairlanders and 10 to 20, I guess, of all the others. Making one set of hairlander tar gives 72.5 XP each, but there is one other potion you can make out of them that actually gives more XP than that, and that is combat potions with the desert goat horns. I still have, you can see, 650 desert goat horns from killing Thermi. It drops 50 at a time. So I'll probably make combat potions first, prioritize those, and then use whatever leftover hairlanders I have for making tars out of that. Next up is Ranars, and the reason why the Ranar stack is so low is because I think a couple weeks ago I was training Herblore. I need like 2 more levels for the Varrock Elite Diary, I think it was, or something. And I just made as many prayer potions as possible, so as you can see we have like 1600 of them. And ever since the farming guild came out, snake grass has been like pretty much essentially free and almost no time to get. I spent like a week collecting snape grass and planting as many as possible, and after that I just had way too much snape grass, especially you get snape grass for farming contracts, so I don't ever have to worry about going on my way to collect snape grass now. And now moving on to my favorite herb of them all is my Toadflax collection. With Toadflax, you can make Ceradoan brews, which are the second highest Herblore XP per potion in the game, behind Weapon Poison Plus Plus, but like, unless you're freaking, I don't know, Ultimate Iron Man or something, I don't know. Probably no one ever really makes those. So I guess you could consider Cera brews to be the most realistic XP per potion in the game, and they give 180 XP each. And the secondary that you need for Cera brews are crushed nests. And if you know me and you've watched my videos in the past, you know that I'm a huge fan of doing birdhouse runs. And I have plenty of bird's nests in the bank. I actually have quite a few that I haven't even opened before. Ever since the Farming Guild update, they made a new type of bird's nest that have the new seeds in there, and all the old seed nests that you have are just in the bank. And I have all these ring nests as well. And I guess the old nests are kind of like an unobtainable item in a way, because I don't think you could really get 2 different kinds of seed nests in the bank anymore. And plus, I don't even have a reason to open them. I stopped doing tree runs quite a few months ago at this point. I think I stopped around 20 mil farming XP. So the rest of the farming XP I have beyond that is all from doing herb runs and farming contracts. And as much as I'm embarrassed to say it, I actually haven't done any birdhouse runs in a few months now. I did one run really late night when I was bored, but I mean, pretty much I haven't done any birdhouse runs in a few months. I just don't have a reason to get any more nests, whether it's nests for Cera brews, because I have way too many nests. I will never get that many Toadflax, and I just don't eat the seeds. Like, I have way too many seeds in the bank right now. I just have all these saplings, and I don't have a reason to plant them. I have all these seeds and whatnot. You can't get herb seeds from bird's nest, so yeah, no more birdhouse runs for me. I also only have 500 redwoods left, which, I mean, chopping redwoods is very AFK, but I'd rather not spend the time AFKing redwoods when I still have to max, you know? Next thing we got up now is the Eret Leaves. And ever since farming contracts came out, you get a ridiculous amount of Eret seeds from them. Like, I don't know why they made it that way, but you get so many more Eret seeds than any other seeds, which is why I have way more Eret Leaves than any other of these herbs in the bank here. And this is nice because, as I was saying before, Eyes of Newt are extremely easy to get in bulk. You just buy the noted packs or whatever. And it's funny because even though we have way more Erets, they only give it 100 XP each. So even though we have way less Toadflax, the Toadflax is still going to be more XP than the Erets are. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to get so many Erets. I think farming contracts are pretty OP, to be honest, but you know, it's in the game. Might as well take advantage of it. Next thing we have are Aventos, and Aventos are really cool because you can make 2 potions out of them, like in order. So pretty much use your Aventos with the Mortmire fungus to make the super energy potions, and then with super energy potions, you put amylase into those, and you can make stamina potions out of the super energies. I'm sure all of you know that when you make potions, they come out as 3 doses, but when you're making staminas, you get XP based on the doses, and it's 25.5 XP per dose. So by that logic, it's best to decant the super energies and use 4 dose potions rather than 3. So you just get faster XP that way. And because of that, I'm going to be using my amulets of chemistry to make super energies, and I probably won't use them for anything else. I'd rather just get the maximum Herblore XP possible, and I won't be making any more amulets of chemistry because I just don't think it's worth the time. If I really had to, I'd rather just spend the time killing some Abbey Specters for the extra herbs, instead of having to go out of my way to mine the gems, get the silver bars, make the jewelry in the furnace, string them, enchant them, and do all that extra work. And I don't have any super energies in the bank right now. I made them all into staminas a while back, so however many Aventos that we have right now is the amount of super energies that we'll have, which will eventually translate into staminas. And we do have plenty of staminas, by the way. And then for the secondary, I mean, it's only going to take a few hours to collect Mortmire fungus. I think it's around 2k or just over 2k per hour. And I will be showing that method when I do that. And then moving on to Snapdragon, same thing with the secondary. I will spend a few hours collecting that. Shouldn't be too bad to get all those. And we have about 3k Snapdragons, which are going to be super restores, which are going to be really good to have. And now moving on to Cadentine. So white berries have been extremely easy and fast and pretty much passive to collect ever since the farming update, where now you get berries from bushes based on your level, where before I think there's a solid rate of like 4 every bush or something that regrew at the same time it does now. So I pretty much just stopped after I got 10,000. And I have gotten a few more for some reason, but I figured 10,000 was a nice clean number to have, even though I will never go through that many. As you can see, we have like not even 4k Cadentines and 10k whiteberries. And next up is Lantodime. And once again, with the farming guild, Potato Cactus has become extremely easy to get since that seed was added. Before, with the regular cactus, you were only able to get 3 at a time, which was extremely slow. But when they added Potato Cactus, they already made the update where you can get, like, once again, just like with whiteberries and bushes, it's based on your level, the amount you get. I spent like a week actively doing as many Potato Cactus runs as possible, and I just stopped because I got way too many, once again, because it's just so fast and passive to collect. But magic potions are really good in terms of XP for Herblore, which are 172.5 XP each. Dwarf Reeds are pretty much a joke. I have way more Dwarf Reed seeds than any other seeds because I just don't plant them. There's not really a reason to. It's very hard to get Wines of Zamorak in bulk. And we will be getting Wines of Zamorak from Caliphate Queen once we go for the head after maxing. But I don't think I'll ever have thousands and thousands of Wines of Zamorak anyways. So I won't be using these at all to get 99. I won't be taking that into account. But we will be cleaning the grimy ones at least, so that'll give us a little bit of extra XP. And finally, we have the Torstals, which we are going to be making into super combat potions, which are 150 XP each. Now, I know you can make Zamorak brews out of them for 25 XP more. They give 175 XP each, but that's just really stupid because I have no use for them, whereas super combats are going to be extremely useful to have. So it just makes sense to make super combats, When you make super combats, the way you do it is you take 7 of each super defense, super attack, super strength, and 7 Torstals, and you make them that way. And a mistake that a lot of people have made in the past is when you're taking all your herbs to the guy in Nardot to make them into unfinished potions, a lot of times people have brought their Torstals and made unfinished Torstal potions, which is really bad because you can't make super combats out of those. Until recently, with the most recent quality of life change, you can now use the unfinished Torstal potions to make super combats. I guess you just use the unfinished potions in place of the herbs instead. So it's probably a nice change for a lot of people who have made that mistake in the past. I know we don't have enough supersets right now for all the Torstals that we have, but taking a look at the bank and all the herbs I went through, we obviously will have enough by then to match up to the 1700 Torstals that we have. Okay, sorry, actually I lied about Torstals being the last potion to go through. There is actually one more potion that's hiding in the bank, and that is the Antidote Plus Pluses from Zora, from when I was camping Zora a while back. And what we can do with these is add 5 Zora skills per dose, which is 20 per potion, and make them into antivenoms. And you get 120 XP per 4-dose potion, so that'll be a nice little extra chunk of XP. And we do have plenty of Zora skills from the Zora grind a while back. Actually, you know what? If we take these and put them in the herb tab, this is now a 300 mil plus tab. It's technically an Herblore ingredient, right? No, I'm still going to call it 250 mil Herblore tab. It's a lot more accurate. But yeah, I think for the most part, that's pretty much all I had to say, everything I want to go through with the herb tab. Now, what I want to do before we move on and start like collecting secondaries and stuff is I want to enter all this into a calculator. And there's this really cool website called calcusource.com. I'll link it in the description for you if you want to check it out. But you can pretty much enter your stats, enter your name, and there's a calculator for each of these skills, and you can see your stored XP that you have in the bank. So I imagine it's really useful for Iron Men, especially to see what you got in the bank right now. Really for Herblore though, it's really, really good. So I'm going to enter all this in right now, add up everything that we have, and then at the bottom here, it will tell us our stored level and our total stored XP. Alright, so I just entered everything in as accurate as I could, and it's really cool. You can like pick your type of potion that you're making and whatnot. The one potion they didn't have though is anti-venoms. They have anti-venom pluses here at the bottom, but no regular anti-venom. So we could still add on like 170 or 180k XP, but I will show you what we have here at the bottom. 12.6 mil XP stored. Now keep in mind, this does take into account making regular attack potions, making regular strength potions, making the Hairlander tars and all the slow potions like that. But I also did not take into account the grimy herbs and the XP we'll get from cleaning all the herbs. So it's probably at least 100k XP from cleaning all the herbs. And I think it's pretty safe to say we are very, very, very close to having 99 banked. I think realistically we have like 12.9 mil XP banked, which I mean, by the time we actually finish up using all the potions, I will have done plenty more and enough farm runs to bank 99. We got Herblore pretty much banked now, besides the secondaries, which we are going to be collecting probably in the next video. Don't quote me on that though. Thank you for watching all the way through to the end. If you're here right now, I don't think that many people probably want to watch the video. Most of you probably just want to, open up the video, skip to the middle, see what I had, and move on. But if you're still here, it's pretty cool. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate the support. Ooh, let's go over here for the outro. Go by the little kitty over here. I feel like this video kind of dragged on, but at the same time, I was kind of trying to speed through it and get everything out of the way I want to say as fast as possible. But if I forgot to mention anything, or you have any questions, or you have any tips to tell me for training Herblore in the future, or something I forgot or whatever, just please let me know. With that said though, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, or at least got something out of the video at least. Have a great day or night, wherever you may be, and I will see you again next time.